Good afternoon, friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be more of a homemaking / organizing kind of episode video for you to observe. So let me just introduce you to the space that I'm currently in. This is our sunroom. This house that we have lived in was built in the 1940s. And this room was not an addition, it was part of the house and has always had really wonderful lighting. So for the most part, most of my house, except for my husband's office, which is at the front of the house, this house is pretty dark. If I don't have all my lights on, it is a very perfectly dimly lit, cozy feel in the entire house. Except for this room. This room gets wonderful sunlight all throughout the day because of all of the windows. Now, this room was always used as my son's playroom ever since he was an infant all the way up until almost his first birthday. He was born in the wintertime, so getting all of that filtered sunlight was really good for him, but also good for our recovery and, trying to make the most of a very dreary winter. His play gym was in here, his basically newborn essentials, and all the way up till, mobilization phase was all in here. And then when it came to December, or November, really, when we started putting up our Christmas decorations and the Christmas tree went in this room. And that meant that we had to move my son's play things and toys into our living room, which is where it all is now. And now that he is 19 months old, I can't believe it, I would really love to move him back into this space. It is probably one of the most unused rooms in our entire house. I would really love to turn this space into a more functional playroom, not just for my son, but a space for me to have new baby and us all just be together and enjoy our play in this space instead of bringing everything out and being potentially distracted by the TV, which has become, I don't want to say it's become a little bit of a problem, but my son has a strong affinity for TV. He was also sick, so this past week we've been dealing with him and his recovery. My husband got a little bit under the weather, and I'm just dealing with like a cough. But having to elevate him while he's sleeping, and he's just not feeling good. We'll just watch some, Bear in the Big Blue House or some, appropriate YouTube things. He definitely has routine. He wants to watch movies and TV first thing in the morning, which I have always hated to the bottom of my heart. It is not what I want. I want him to learn how to have an imaginative play and learn how to play with his toys in an open-ended way. So that leads me into the plan that I have for this room. So let me just show you the space here. This is the proper space. It is very nice and roomy, and like I said, lots and lots of sunlight. You're gonna have to excuse my socks, my mismatched socks. I fell and twisted my ankle the other day, so I have a little wrap around my ankle, and don't worry, everybody's fine. Just my pride was hurt a little bit because it was caught on camera. Anyway, yes, I have a cabinet right over here on the other side of this entry that has a lot of like the newborn toys and some books that I really need to go through. I just need to go through everything in this cabinet. On the other side, on this wall here, I have an open bookcase here that I have tried to put my son's toys here so he can open and play and grab things and pull things out. However, the way that it's situated right now is not really working. So, and then here on this wall, he has a little play kitchen. This is a little car that really doesn't need to be in here. That can probably go out into our mudroom. And also this train. He loves this train. He loves to sit and scoot on it ever since he was starting to walk and get mobile. In this far corner here, I have a little heater. It is like a Costco space heater. We don't have a fireplace here, and it's my biggest heartbreak in the world to not have a fireplace where I can hang stockings or just have a cozy fire, but you take some and you lose some. So this is our little substitute for not having a fireplace. I've got some magazines here. This is my little love seat that I got for a steal when Kirkland's was going out of business, I guess. And I would really love to not reupholster this, but put a slipcover on this to try to make the space kind of work a little bit. In the corner here, I have a lamp and a record player with a couple of toys that I think I want to just get rid of. He doesn't ever play with them. This guy that doesn't have a home, he just kind of lives here in the middle of the room, and it makes a lot of sound and noises. A little sewing machine, table, and chair. So this is where I tried to do my daily devotions and other things like that, but this is just not a very good space for a table like that. I have a little chair that I have started renovating. He has one as well, but it is broken, so it's over at grandparents' house for repairs. So this normally lives over there. So here's the deal. I really want to encourage my son to have open-ended play. And the way that this space is just laid out with all the clutter and all of the little things just everywhere, it is causing a little bit of overwhelm, I think, in my son. And honestly, with me as well. So I think we can do a much better job of trying to create a more engaging space for him. So what I'd really like to do is I would love to go through some of his toys, set them to the side, and see how he does with less toys in his space and see what he gravitates towards. I'd really like to try to get some more curated, I don't want to say curated, but more toys that can just help him develop his imagination. Because now that we're going to be having another little one, it would be really wonderful for him to learn how to be a little bit more independent in his play. So let me go grab him. And we'll be right back. Oh, the fans aren't on. You want to help me? What's in here? Oh my goodness. So many things in here. Wow. I was able to go through pretty much everything here in this cabinet. Pretty much everything that I have here is a very large stack of books that are all classics, more sentimental books like this one, which is my personal all-time favorite storybook. They are unfortunately not age appropriate for this boy. I do want to keep this closet or this cabinet empty so that we can utilize either the space more efficiently with toys and things like that, or just move it into a different area. These books all need to go somewhere safe, somewhere where he cannot rip them. So I think they're going to go into a bin under the stairs. Also in here, this Love Every Tummy Time thing. That was also a really great thing to have when he was just an infant. I do have a box with a few books that we're going to donate. Sorry, it's chaos. I do have a few things that my mom requested for us to give to them. Mom had asked if there are any toys that I don't want here in the house, if I can give them over to her so that she can have something for him to play with while he's hanging out with them. So I do have these big blocks that he really just likes to dump out of the bag more than play with. So these I think will go over to Graham's house. Keeping all those books. My favorite is This room is in such a sorry state right now, and I know I've got my work cut out for me this evening. I was able to organize a couple of things and put some things into a trash bag and a donation box, and we just went to the thrift or donation center and we were able to get some things out of the house. So while we were out and about, I got some things to bring back into the house. So a little bit counterproductive, but it will be helpful and beneficial. I think I'm going to try to clear the room just a little and try to figure out a new layout to make things a little bit more functional, make this room a little bit more interesting for my son. I'll have to do some measuring to see if this cabinet can actually be put somewhere else. That's the thing about my house is I've got windows everywhere and I have big open doorways, so that means I don't have a ton of very usable wall space. So hopefully this can go into a different room. I want to show you what I ended up getting at the thrift store and also at Home Goods. Hope that I'm in frame here. Not been having very good luck today. The thrift store that I normally go to and bring my things to, I go in there and I'm not really looking or expecting to find anything that is like truly like, oh my gosh, that is just amazing. It's exactly what I was looking for. But I did today. I was on the hunt for some wooden toys and I knew that was probably a long shot. I'd probably have to go online and buy something. But I found this, a little wooden train set. This whole little gallon bag was $3. I know this is probably vintage and old, but how cute is this? It's got a little lion cage, so it all kind of hooks together like this. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so cute. Oh, yep, and a train. It looks like it did need a little bit of repair work, but let's see here. Oh yes, a coal car. Look at how sweet this is. This is definitely probably one of the best finds I've ever had at a thrift store. A little conductor. It looks like a dog got to it and chewed it up. He does have a happy face on though. So my son really is starting to really like trains. He's been saying choo choo and all of the sweet little toddler train noises and things like that. He loves playing with his little train set that I got him. Facebook Marketplace is pretty great. So he really enjoys that. He loves watching trains and hearing the whistle blow and everything like that. So that's been really fun. So finding this is definitely a huge steal. And even if he doesn't play with this, this is such a sweet little thing to have on display. Not that I was planning on getting this for display, but oh my gosh, and it works so nicely. These wheels actually go around and around. Gold. That was truly gold. The other thing that when we went to Home Goods, I wanted to get some baskets that would fit this shelf but also not be nearly as big as some of my other baskets. So this one here is very small. I think, honestly, it looks like you can put envelopes in it. Looks like it would be something for like a desk. I also got this basket. I love that it has handles and that it's a little bit larger. So something for the more bulky toys or maybe the blocks that I have so that it can he can reach for these a little bit easier than some of my other baskets. That's all. Pretty happy with today's haul, but I need to finally start cleaning up this space and figuring out what I'm going to do. Let me just take a break for a second. I think I'm just going to try to move some furniture by myself. We'll just see. Wish me luck.
We came downstairs, he made a beeline to this room. And I had thought, well, maybe it's just because there's just so much stuff everywhere, everything's chaotic and out of place. But he went straight over to the shelf.
Hi, baby.
Good morning. He's saying hi.
No.
Are you going to come down? My boy's been up since 5, which means it is still pitch black out here. This room is finally finished and it's cozy. I've got my little fireplace going, and it just is so much more functional, and everything is so much more direct and accessible for the boy to get into and get into his kitchen and everything like that. So it's really great, but this room is far from being complete. Oh, thank you. I have personally been really loving sitting in this room in the early morning and see just this dense fog. It is so sweet and cozy, and I just love having the lights off and just one light just giving a little glow to the room. I'm not really going to do a full tour because the room really is still just the same. It's just the couch is in a different spot, and and his bookshelf is in the center of the room. My goal in the long run is to make this room more Montessori, open play friendly. One of the influencers that I have been very inspired by, her name is Victoria B. Shaw, I think, and I absolutely love her content, especially for the Montessori cozy open play vibe. Not like the whimsical vibe. I love a whimsical vibe, but I love the cozy feel. So I am hopefully going to try to steer myself, at least this room, in that direction. I'm hopeful that we can actually achieve that, not just for aesthetics, but to get to the point where my son can independently play by himself, either by the time baby is born or at least where he's engaging his imagination in his play. Because I have several girlfriends and they have had babies and their toddlers are relatively closer in age, and they are just absolutely clingy to the mom, and the mom can't catch a break, can't catch a rest because she's having to take care of a newborn, and also their toddler is incredibly dependent on entertainment from the mom. I really don't want to do that. I would really love to try to foster an independent play in my son. So, and he's doing pretty good, but sometimes he just gets bored. I don't know if he gets bored of the play or he just doesn't know what else to do. So it's my job to get in there and help him continue to play. That means I may just need to invest in a few more things that can help him with that independent play, getting a few curated select items. So hopefully we can start moving in that direction in the future, but we'll just see. I have a couple of toys in mind that I would really love to get, that I think would be very beneficial for his play, that I have in the back of my mind. Oh my goodness, the tractor fell down. So hopefully, like I said, we can slowly add things to our collection of toys. Go ahead and end that here, so I can play with him and we can kind of get our day started on this cozy Saturday day. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. I want to continue making this more kind of mom, childhood, cozy, redecorating, homesteading content for you. So I kind of want to just share a little bit of everything. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Can you say bye-bye? You say bye-bye.